In the city of Wisconsin, not so long ago, Sophia was just 22 when her life turned upside down. Pregnant, she was abandoned by the boyfriend who had promised to love her, alone, broke, and battling constant morning sickness. She sometimes went hungry until she found a way to survive, cleaning houses to put food on the table. What no one expected was that this sensitive young woman, judged by everyone, would become one of the most respected lawyers in the country. Leonard, her boyfriend, walked out the door with his backpack, saying he wasn't ready to be a father. Sophia, alone in her small apartment, broke down, holding her already growing belly. The sickness was so strong that sometimes she couldn't even get out of bed with no job. There were nights she went to sleep hungry, trying to trick her stomach with a glass of water. Once, she almost fainted in the hallway until Rachel, her elderly neighbor, caught her in her arms. That woman became her rock, bringing her food, leaving encouraging notes on the door, and on one of the hardest nights, taking her hand and saying, "You'll survive, girl. And one day, your child will be proud of you." Just a few months into her pregnancy, Sophia started cleaning houses. Her hands burned from the harsh cleaning products, a testament to her daily effort. Some even whispered, "So young, she's already ruined her life." She pretended not to hear, but every word felt like a stone on the bus, pregnant and tired. Few people ever offered her a seat. She felt invisible to the world in the quiet of night. Hugging her belly, she would ask herself, "Is this all my life will ever be? Cleaning and shame." As a child, Sophia had dreamed of defending the wronged. She loved what was right and just, but that dream seemed to have faded along with her youth. Amid brooms and buckets, law became just a distant fantasy, a star extinguished in the sky of her life. It was Rachel who reignited that light, saying, "My daughter, the one thing no one can ever take from you is what you learn. If you want to change your life, study." That night, thinking of the child not yet born, Sophia found the courage to fill out her law school application. Little Sam had already arrived when Sophia stopped being just a single mom and house cleaner and became a law student. Between diapers, buckets, and 1,000-page books, she barely found time to breathe. She studied at night, often falling asleep on top of her notes. She carried Sam while reviewing her textbooks, cleaned in the mornings, attended classes in the afternoons, and studied late into the night. A scholarship helped ease some expenses. There were nights she cried alone, believing she wouldn't make it. But just looking at little Sam asleep gave her strength again. Small acts of support made a difference. Friends lent expensive books. Classmates shared study notes, and Joshua, a quiet classmate, began noticing her. A simple gesture, brushing a stray hair from her face after class, made their eyes meet. And from that moment, their hearts intertwined. That love landed like a butterfly in her heavy life. But Sophia knew, a woman's strength isn't in the absence of tears, but in the courage to keep going, even with them. Sophia achieved her long-awaited acceptance into law school, her first major victory, something that had seemed impossible. But life didn't get easier. Sleepless nights, overdue bills, deep dark circles under her eyes. Joshua was always nearby, offering support and understanding. One night, walking past a bistro, she saw her ex, Leonard, with a stunning woman by his side. He had never acknowledged Sam as his son and continued living the young playboy life. The blow was hard, but it only strengthened Sophia's resolve, never depend on anyone again. The days grew even heavier. Sophia barely slept, divided between cleaning, studying, and caring for her little son. There were nights she thought about giving up. Tears fell on her textbooks, and the voice of doubt whispered, "Maybe I wasn't made for this." Memories of the past returned, the placental complications, The moment she thought she'd lose everything. But then, looking at Sam asleep, she made her decision. If I don't do this for myself, I'll do it for him. The big day arrived, graduation. Sophia put on her gown with trembling hands. In the audience, Rachel held Sam in her arms, proud as a grandmother. When Sophia's name was called, applause echoed through the hall, and for the first time, she felt truly seen by the world. Months later, at her first courtroom hearing, she took a deep breath and delivered a heartfelt speech about the struggles of being a woman and a single mother. She almost cried, but her voice never faltered. Tears ran down the faces of some in the audience. Too, Sophia had been reborn. She was no longer invisible. Today, Sophia climbs a long staircase of the law firm where she works, recognized statewide. She specializes in defending mothers and children in cases of unacknowledged paternity. Each victory in court is more than just a won case, it's a message of hope. A formerly invisible single mother has become a visible symbol of strength, courage, and perseverance. This is a story of thousands of women who, though invisible to the world, carry within them a force no one can erase. Never underestimate a woman's courage, for from it can come a transformation capable of changing destinies.